Hey YouTube, I'm back once again with video number 4 of my December pickups. So it's still December 23rd. I've literally recorded these 5 with the unboxing video that I did first, pretty much back to back. I've actually I've been sat here for so long I don't actually know what time it is, but we're going to power on. There's not much left to do now. So this video is my Arrow and 88 Films pickups for December. There's a mixture of Blu-rays and DVDs here. We're going to start off with the DVDs. They are all Arrowdrome releases, so that's 3 more to add to that collection. Now this first one I've been on the hunt for quite a while. I can't remember the last time I saw one for sale on eBay. That said, it's not one that I check even weekly, let alone daily. And CEX, again, I don't know when the last time they had one in. I set you can set a thing now that if it's out of stock on CEX, they will notify you when it comes back into stock. And I want to say I did this with this title maybe it's a year ago, and I'd never had a notification to say it come back into stock until earlier this month. It is Lust in the Dust with Divine, a comedy western, I believe. I've not actually seen this. I got this from CEX, and I did take a bit of a chance. For one, there was no guarantee that it was even going to be this release, to be fair. But for it to come with the booklet was a bonus. I got an old art card as well. But there's more than one release of this movie. There's the Arrow release and the Stan release. Now, CEX do tend to differentiate between the two, but I have seen them have Dutch releases for this and for Savage Streets on the shelves in the past, at the price of the Arrow release. Now there's always the go around the route of if they send their own one, I can return it. It's just a pain. But like I say, I'd set a notification on CEX for if this came back into stock for them to let me know, and I got an email. I was at work. It was, I don't know what time, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. It was reasonably early. I was on a 6 till 2. It was 12 quid. It's gone up to 18 now, but this was the only one that they had. Like I say, I got a notification to say it came in stock. I didn't have any of my vouchers with me. They were here at home. And I hummed and hawed for a couple of minutes. I thought, do I wait till I get home and buy it with a voucher and hope that it's still there, that somebody else hasn't set up a notification to let them know when it comes back into stock? So I decided, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet and I'll just buy it. So I did it. I ordered it and put it on my debit card. It had to be done. I don't know when I'm going to see another one of these, either on eBay or anywhere. So I grabbed it. For me, this has been the hardest one to find. There are others that I don't own yet that do come and go from eBay. They're a little bit more expensive than I want to pay, but this one just seems to be the one that I almost never see. So I'm happy to have finally picked it up. I haven't watched it yet. I really need to get around to doing that, because I hear it's a pretty good film. It was one of these ones that back in the day, before DVD became popular, that the VHS was very sought after and quite expensive. There was a whole list of films when I used to do the car boot sales back in the 90s and into the early 2000s for that matter, that the VHS tapes that you had to look for to sell on because they were worth money, and this film was one of them. And another aerodrome that I didn't own, the Vineyard. This one was much cheaper, it was less than a fiver. And all the pictures showed that it came with the booklet and, you know, the disc. And again, another art card, this one being for Squirm. See, there's another one there. Yeah, there's two. Ah, wow. I didn't realise there was two of the same. That's unusual. Hold on. So yeah, another one that had. And then finally for the aerodrome, I've left this as it was in the eBay listing. I did mention with that last one that I picked up, was it Maniac Cop? I think it was Maniac Cop, that I'd seen this one on eBay, and I was going to see if it was close. I think it was close to the end of the auction. It wasn't an auction. Was it an auction? Yes, it was an auction that I buy it now. Nobody bid on it, and I was kind of hoping that maybe it would price drop the next time round, but it didn't. And somebody had bid on it on this relisting. So I thought to myself, you know, I'm going to have to get it. The only other ones of these that were on eBay were like £20 and £25. So I put my bid in just before the end of the auction and got it for less than 10, which compared to what people are asking for, I think is a reasonably good price. Again, it comes with the booklet. There's no art card in this one. It's a 2-disc. It's 2 movies: The Cheerleaders and Revenge of the Cheerleaders. And then the reversible artwork is pretty much the same as the disc. Actually, it's not the reversible artwork. The reversible artwork is what was in. This is the standard artwork. So once again, another one. Technically, I do own this. It's part of a box set, the X-Rental box set that Arrow put out back in the day of the Cheerleaders, Maniac Cop, McBain, and a prison movie which I can't remember the name of. But anyway, another one I had to collect. I think that puts me up to about 28 now. I believe there's 33 in total, so what was that? Another 5 to finish these. So yeah, be looking out for those. And this is another one that came from CEX, and another one actually that I got a notification for that had come back into stock. And again, I took a bit of a risk. It was a fiver, so I had to. After midnight, it was showing. There's 2 releases of this. There's this and the standard version. This been the 2-disc. So again, it was a bit of a risk. I didn't know whether it was. It's supposed to be released with. It was released with the slip cover and a whole bunch of stuff inside, but you never know with CEX whether you're going to get any of that stuff. But like I say, I took a risk, and it took over a week to get here, but it got here. So you got 2 discs, 2 films, an art card for, I guess that's Trip to the Moon, the silent movie from what, the 1920s, and I've just lost me light, so you'll have to bear with me a moment. So that at least answers me another question that I had. I bought this ring light in Home Bargains last week or the week before. Ooh, losing my tripod. And I didn't know it's USB, and I didn't know how long it was going to last. Oh dear me. Try that again. So I didn't know how long it was going to last. There's nowhere close to plug it in, and I got these little power brick things. They were cheap, two in a pack for, I think they were £3, something like that. So I wasn't sure how much time I was going to get out of it. But it looks like I've got about an hour and a half out of one of those, and this other one that I've just put on now, I only put on to charge this morning, so it's probably only partially charged, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to get, but we haven't got far to go now. So I don't know where I was with this, but I think we'd found Trip to the Moon arcade. I don't know if this is something that Arrow is actually going to put out or not, and I don't know that there was. I'm not sure if it's something this old is in their wheelhouse, but maybe, who knows? Maybe it's one of their the books, because the Arrow do books now for things that they don't necessarily put the movies out of, so maybe they're doing a book of that. But this also comes with its booklet, of course. And one thing I didn't realise, there's a poster as well. And I think we've got a poster for each of the two movies. Yeah, we've got After Midnight on that side, and The Battery, which is the other film, on that side. Once again, this is, I think, a more modern film that Arrow have released. I don't really know anything about it. Didn't look at the, I even looked myself actually at the reversible artwork. I think that's the same picture that's on the booklet. I'll have a proper look at that. And I've got a bit more time. So a trip to HMV last week. I was looking to get a couple of Christmas presents, and I spotted that there were a few releases from both Arrow and 88 Films, once again in the 2 for 15. So I had a look through to see what there was, and there was a couple of Arrow slipcovers. So we've got Bloodhound and Ghost Waits. Again, these are modern films. I think one's 2020, and the other one's 2019, or is it 2019, 2021? Anyway, within the last couple of years, these two films, again, I know nothing about them, but they're limited collector's editions or slipcover editions, or whatever you want to call them. I haven't opened them yet, and this probably isn't the time to do that, because like I say, I don't know how long this light's going to last. And then last of all, I got this off Amazon. I pre-ordered it back in August, and I'd actually forgotten that I'd done that. It's Amazon, unless you change the settings, only show you the last 3 months. So it had dropped off the bottom of my order list. Armour of God, the 88 Films limited edition release. I do have the standard Blu-ray of this that came out 2015 or 16 maybe, and that was a bit of a palaver. I seem to remember getting it was put back several times, but did eventually come out. But I am intrigued to see what 88 Films have done with this. There's a lot of stuff on the back there. I don't know if that's all special features. I haven't really looked into it as yet. I will probably do a separate unboxing of this. I don't think now is the time, like I say, to do that. But yeah, it's just a slightly quicker one, this one. So we've got this isn't going to work, is it? Let's just pile them up. So yeah, 88 Films, one item, and a few Arrow releases for December. It's a little bit all over the place, this one. It sort of threw me off when that light went. Right, so there we go. That's it. That's video number 5. Is that 5 videos this morning? Gosh, blimey. Right. I think I've got some editing to do now, because there's been a lot of dead air, and I'm pretty sure I've knocked this camera over a couple of times today as well. But yeah, like I say, this is the last. So if you haven't seen any of the others, they're I'll probably make a playlist actually for these 4, just because they're all related, and put that somewhere up here if you want to go take a look. But that's it. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you after Christmas, because the next video hopefully will be the things that I got for Christmas, or at least the movies. I'm sure you don't want to see me new underpants and socks. That would be a bit weird. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ta-ra.